Video games are starting to look more realistic with each passing year. Thanks to advancing graphics engines, detailed character models, and incredible environmental designs, some games have now reached a level where they are almost indistinguishable from real images. Especially certain projects developed with next-generation technologies are pushing the bar much higher in terms of visual quality. In this video, we take a closer look at 10 new games that resemble the real world with their graphics quality and push the limits visually. Il has already become one of the most talked about horror games thanks to its photorealistic level of detail and disturbing atmosphere. The advanced lighting, surface detail, and real-time shadowing system provided by Unreal Engine 5 make tight interior spaces and dark areas look unsettlingly realistic. The enemy animations and physics-based body reactions in particular create the impression of watching a cinematic scene rather than experiencing a traditional game. Blood effects, the deformation system, and environmental destruction details significantly enhance the visual intensity. Camera work and sound design further support the atmosphere, making the experience more believable. Il stands out not only for its horror elements, but also for its technical presentation, placing it among games that appear strikingly realistic. Phantom Blade Zero presents a visually stylish world alongside its fast and fluid combat system. The game supports its dark, rainy city atmosphere with dense particle effects and detailed environmental design. The smoothness of the animations during sword fights is particularly striking. Character movements flow almost like a choreographed fight sequence. Attack effects, camera angles, and environmental destruction details make the battles appear highly dynamic. Sparks, breaking objects, and rapid movement animations during combat add a powerful tempo to the scenes. Phantom Blade Zero stands among the games that showcase the visual intensity of the new generation from a different perspective, with its stylized action and fluid combat scenes. Black State stands out as one of the next-generation action games that draws attention with its graphics quality and environmental details, especially following the release of its trailer. The game offers a very dense level of detail, particularly in its interior design. Shiny floors, reflective surfaces, breakable objects, and realistic material textures add strong depth to the scenes. The use of lighting is also notable. The atmosphere constantly changes when moving from narrow corridors to large halls. Particle effects during combat, shattered glass, and environmental damage details make the action appear more impressive. Camera movements and scene transitions give the sequences a cinematic pace. For players who enjoy tactical action and cinematic storytelling, Black State could be a very compelling experience.
There you are!
Crimson Desert is one of the next-generation action games that draws attention with its vast open world and high level of environmental detail. The game creates a very lively world with different climate regions and natural environment designs. The wind moving the trees, dense particle effects, and realistic lighting transitions make the environment appear more dynamic. Physics-based animations and environmental interactions that emerge especially during battle scenes increase the impact of the action. Character animations, horseback journeys, and large-scale conflicts create a visually strong atmosphere. Thanks to its expansive map structure, the sense of exploration remains constantly alive. For players who enjoy open-world adventures and epic battle scenes, Crimson Desert could be a very compelling game. Tides of Annihilation is an action game that reinterprets a devastated London with a dark fantasy atmosphere. The game offers highly dense environmental detail with massive statues, shattered bridges, and city landscapes turned into ruins. The architectural scale is particularly striking. In some scenes, the character almost appears to be lost among gigantic structures. This large-scale design further strengthens the visual impact during combat moments. Energy effects, fast animation transitions, and large boss encounters give the action a powerful tempo. For players who enjoy dark fantasy worlds and epic boss battles, Tides of Annihilation could be one of the games worth following closely. Supreme Experiment is a first-person action-adventure game that stands out with its science fiction atmosphere and dense environmental details. In the game's world, humans have started living in massive tower cities to escape the poisonous clouds covering the planet. The surface, meanwhile, has gradually been abandoned, and the machines left behind have formed their own ecosystems. The player descends to this dangerous surface to investigate why the machines have gone silent. Rusted industrial structures, abandoned facilities, and mechanical remnants strongly convey the atmosphere of the world. Reflections on metal surfaces, fog effects, and particle details in the environment make the scenes appear more realistic. For players who enjoy science fiction-themed exploration games and atmospheric first-person experiences, Supreme Experiment aims to offer a different kind of atmosphere. FateKeeper offers an action RPG experience built around a dark fantasy atmosphere. The game depicts a gloomy world filled with ancient castles, stone structures, and city areas turned into ruins. Architectural details are quite dense. Stone wall textures, broken structures, and surrounding remnants convey a strong sense of a world that has been lived in. The use of lighting is also one of the elements that strengthens the atmosphere. Light spreading from torches, shadows forming in narrow corridors, and fog effects add noticeable depth to the scenes. During combat, magic effects, particle details, and heavy weapon animations add a powerful tempo to the action. For players who enjoy intense battle scenes set in dark fantasy worlds, FateKeeper promises a very intriguing experience. Forza Horizon 6 takes the series to Japan this time, bringing both the visual atmosphere and environmental variety to a different level. The game features a wide range of environments, from neon-lit city streets to mountain roads and rural areas. In night races, neon signs reflecting on the roads and wet asphalt surfaces create a particularly striking atmosphere. As always, the vehicle models are extremely detailed. Paint coatings, metal surfaces, and headlight reflections look very realistic while driving. The winding roads in mountainous regions, landscapes surrounded by sakura trees, and changing weather conditions constantly give the racing experience a different visual feel. For players who enjoy open-world racing games and Japan-themed road scenery, Forza Horizon 6 could be a very exciting option.
Not her again.
Majestic creature! Hey! Not even at the line Exeter Fair! Ow.
The Witcher 4 is preparing for a major leap technically while also starting a new era for the series. Developed with Unreal Engine 5, the game stands out particularly with its natural environment design and advanced lighting system. Dense forests, valleys covered in mist, and details such as light filtering through the trees make the world appear much more vivid. The movement of vegetation, wind effects, and atmospheric transitions increase the natural feel of the scenes. Character models and facial animations also appear highly detailed. Armor surfaces, cloth movements, and equipment designs create a strong sense of realism in close-up scenes. For players who enjoy exploring vast fantasy worlds, The Witcher 4 is already one of the highly anticipated games. Grand Theft Auto 6 aims to deliver an unprecedented level of detail in open-world design. The city, created as a modern interpretation of Vice City, appears highly lively with dense traffic, crowded streets, and dynamic environmental interactions. The character animations, facial expressions, and crowded NPC behaviors seen in the trailers aim to make city life feel more natural. Water surface simulation, light reflections, and weather transitions also significantly increase the level of environmental realism. The neon lights of the city, the nighttime atmosphere, and the intense street life add strong visual density to the scenes. For players who enjoy open-world crime-themed games and big city atmospheres, GTA 6 is already a major subject of curiosity.